Putin addresses the rebellion. Trump is caught on tape. And some good news. Rental prices are finally starting to drop. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7th from the Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Tuesday, June 27th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1.
Вооруженный мятеж в любом случае был бы подавлен.
Russian President Vladimir Putin addressed his nation yesterday. It's the first time he's spoken publicly since the rebellion over the weekend. Experts say that he's trying to reassert control over a shaken nation. Troops from a powerful mercenary group marched on Moscow on Saturday before turning around. Putin said in his speech that he'll allow these fighters, who come from the Wagner Group, to move to Belarus, go home, or fight for Russia. This was the most serious challenge Putin has faced in his 23 years of rule. Number 2. We have a recording of Donald Trump discussing a classified document. The former president appears to brag about having a sensitive paper about Iran. The audio was recorded in 2021 at his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey, and was revealed for the first time yesterday. In the recording, you can hear Trump thumbing through the pages.
All sorts of stuff. It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Look at that.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know. Mm-hmm. Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. You attack.
Trump is talking about a 4-page document that he claimed was an invasion plan for Iran. He said it was written by the Defense Department and General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Trump is facing criminal charges related to his handling of classified documents like this one, and this is a key piece of evidence. The next hearing in the case is scheduled for July 14th. Number 3.
To those 5 counts of murder in the first degree, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You just heard the suspect pleading guilty to last year's Colorado nightclub shooting. Yesterday, 23-year-old Anderson Aldrich admitted to opening fire inside Club Q in November. Club Q was a haven for the LGBTQ community in Colorado Springs. 5 people were killed and more than a dozen others were injured. Aldrich was sentenced to 5 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. It's one of the longest sentences ever delivered in Colorado. Five people caught malaria inside the U.S. for the first time in 20 years. That's story number 4. The CDC said the cases were found in Florida and Texas between late May and this month. Malaria has flu-like symptoms and can be fatal, and it used to be a serious problem in the U.S., but now local spread of the disease is very unusual. About 2,000 Americans catch it each year, but those cases usually involve trips abroad. Experts say the risk of getting infected in the U.S. remains low, but that you should still take steps to avoid mosquito bites. Number 5. Climate change is causing more devastating rain in parts of the country. Data released yesterday tells us that roughly 20% of the U.S. can now expect extreme rain events every 25 years. The places most at risk are Indiana, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina. Parts of those states could suffer such storms even more frequently. This is happening because of warming temperatures. For every extra degree of warmth, the atmosphere can hold about 4% more water. That means more fuel for intense rainstorms. Number 6, some good news. Rental prices are finally starting to drop. New numbers show that prices fell 0.5% last month compared with the year before. That's not a huge amount, but it's the first year-over-year drop since early in the pandemic. The big picture here is that housing costs are still the main factor driving inflation. These rental numbers don't necessarily mean prices will suddenly drop, but they're no longer rising uncontrollably. Number 7. Humans have used so much groundwater that the Earth's tilt has shifted. We pump water out of the ground for things like drinking water, and we use a lot of it. For this one, you'll need to imagine the planet as a waterlogged baseball or a spinning top. Any change in weight distribution, or water in this case, can cause it to wobble and affect that spin. The shift measured by scientists is too small to impact weather or seasons, but it underscores the dramatic impact humans can have on the planet. And just like that, you're all caught up. If you're liking the show, leave us a rating or a review. That helps other people find us too, and we really appreciate it. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.